Hey YouTube, this is Ben Gessel. How's it going? I'm just getting a bit more thoughts here that I had earlier today. Just one student today. So yeah, I mean Netflix is about $10 per month. That's not too much, right? The fitness place I'm at, Planet Fitness, is about the same amount. Movies for the whole month, and workout place for a whole month. Plus, of course, YouTube is free, and you have anything on YouTube that's free. It's not too bad of a deal, I guess. It's kind of like, I guess my thoughts are kind of the following. You could have 10,000 movies and TV shows that the vast majority of them stink, or they're kind of like critically acclaimed, but you really don't want to see them all that bad. Or you could have, I don't know, a few hundred, I'll say 500 or so per month, right? Maybe even 1,000, but at least 500 a month that rotate through every month. And they are a little bit harder to come by. At least, maybe you need to spend a little extra. I'm actually thinking that the better choice is the second option, rather than the 10,000, 15,000. Because I already have YouTube for free. On YouTube, you can basically watch movies and TV shows of that quality for free. You don't need to pay any money for that stuff. Yeah, Netflix's original shows, I don't know. Some of them are very substandard. We have good writers for these shows. Well, there are some shows on Netflix. I guess my parents seem to know what the best ones are. But the best ones are really kind of not really my thing that I generally watch a lot. They're writing great TV shows. They're writing great, or a series, Netflix series. No question about that. But it's not fantasy adventure. And it's not scary stuff. And even the third option, sci-fi, for me, sci-fi, they do a pretty good job. They have so many freaking horror shows on Netflix. So many of them stink to high heaven, man. Or they're mediocre ratings, They do plenty of horror. They do some sci-fi, and they hardly do any fantasy at all. And that whatever fantasy they do, it's always cutesy, kiddish. It's not real fantasy. I mean, I'm not like can I help them out? Can I give them a few pointers about better plots, about things that we want to see, about things that are more uplifting? It's because it's again, the factor I mentioned before. It has a lot to do with what's uplifting. When the media you watch is not uplifting, then it affects you negatively. And that's how we all are. If someone thinks that that's what we look for, is the negative stuff and sulky stuff, they will become negative and sulky, even if they like to be that way. And why is it that I'm spending money? Why am I spending money on this stuff that makes me a way I don't want to be? And you can kind of watch a trailer, see if that's something you might be interested in. Anything that is uplifting is sometimes nauseatingly juvenile. Why does it have to be that way? Why? Do we have to be saturated with worldliness every single time we want to watch something on Netflix? No! We don't have to be. But where are the wholesome shows that you actually want to see? Well, they're made back in the 50s or 60s or 70s or something. It's a problem, folks. I think I've mentioned this before. I'll mention it again. I'll probably mention it over and over and over again. Anyway, some other things about Netflix, it's also astonishing how many times we have the same plot, especially in these cheesy B-budget horrors. It makes you stupid. It makes you dumber for watching it. I feel dumber for watching this stuff. There's always the question of how a movie affects you as a person in terms of how you see yourself, right? In terms of how you see the world, how you see other people. And you could literally, after seeing any movie on Netflix or any show, you could literally make a list of everything that the Netflix was, or that the show was kind of suggesting regarding how you should think about yourself, how you should think about other people, certain kinds of people, certain kinds of religions and philosophies, and it's indoctrination. We've mentioned this before. There are lots of people on YouTube that are talking about this, by the way. A lot of people. None of us want to feel like we're being indoctrinated into something. Unless we want to be. Unless we knowingly say, okay, I want to learn about this. Please teach me. We don't watch something on Netflix and say, please teach me. Please change my beliefs in something. Please. No, we don't want it. We often aren't that way. We have our own views about things. We have our own beliefs. We don't want to be preached to. Whatever is going on in society, we don't give a rat's patootie about that stuff. We don't. We keep hearing it by the way. No, we keep pushing it away.
There's a speed trap ahead.
Yeah, that's how we are. So how is it that Netflix does not understand this? Oh, we provide a wide variety of content for everybody. You know, and we're sorry that you had a bad experience with us. Oh, this crap. I'm asking directors. These directors, are any directors out there right now actually in touch with what people want to watch? Truly. I'm not talking about people who have been dumbed down by modern media. I'm talking about people that have not been dumbed down by modern media. Are these directors that are so artsy, supposedly, are they really in touch with what's going on? So if you talk to Quentin Tarantino, this is a good example of what I'm talking about. You talk to Quentin Tarantino about this very thing. You know, Quentin Tarantino's movies, they are so emotionally honest and raw. It's just all about getting that emotion out there. And it's a movie. They keep saying over and over again, it's a movie. Don't take it so seriously.
In 2 miles, take exit 177 toward North.
And he's right.
5th Street, Lake
And
Ballinger Way.
For many of us, the reason why we want to see something we see someone skewered by a sword, a samurai sword, or we see these really like dream fuel types of things, but more in a kind of a really intense way. The reason why we like this stuff is because if we have our heads on right, we don't do this stuff in real life. But I think some of us would like to, therefore we watch Quentin Tarantino. That's kind of the whole idea behind a lot of his stuff. Some of his other stuff, it's just, and I know what I understand much of what he does and the whole reason behind his movies. And he's probably one of the most outspoken people regarding all this crap. Because someone might say Quentin Tarantino's stuff is very vulgar. I agree, it is. It can be. Although he's not even remotely close to as bad as some people. Like Roman Polanski is infinitely more corrupt and evil in a way than Tarantino ever was. But all this stuff, it's like it keeps you engaged.
In half a mile,
It draws you in.
Toward Northeast 205th Street,
His movies draw you in. When you see a movie that just feels like you're being preached to, do you feel like you're drawn into that movie? No, you don't. You feel like you're being preached to.
Take exit
I kind of feel
177.
like you're getting, someone's putting you on your thumb, under their thumb, and just going, here, take this, take this.
Continue for half a mile.
Think of yourself as just another, mass of flesh and bones or whatever. It's just taking up space in this world, and your life has no meaning, and do whatever you want to do, and yeah, that's what you get a lot of times with these gloomy horror movies.
In a quarter mile, use
I mean,
the right lane to turn left onto
sorry about the whole
Northeast
thing.
205th Street, Lake Ballinger Way.
If there are horror movies that say something different to you, then that's different. Then those might be worth watching. So if you take anybody, I can't, it's probably...
Use the right lane to turn left onto Northeast 205th Street, Lake Ballinger Way.
Yeah. So, I mean, just think of, for a second, some of you guys might be in this category. I don't know. Think of how many teens, 20s, 30-somethings, or whoever, whatever age, but especially younger adults and teens, are watching not just horror movies, but horror movies that are depressing as heck. How many are there? A lot. A lot. And do many, especially teens, do they have the wherewithal to realize that they're being preached to, that they're being
In a
indoctrinated?
quarter mile, turn right onto 15th Avenue Northeast.
No, they don't. They don't really know what's going on. They're just watching the movie. They're absorbing it all. Teenagers are basically still kind of kids, They're not really...
Turn right onto 15th Avenue Northeast.
They're not really fully developed yet. They will, It's just that that's why we have so many parents.
Continue on 15th Avenue Northeast for 1 mile.
That's why you have parental supervision of things. That's the whole rhyme and reason behind that. So that you have adults, teenagers that become adults that are less corrupted by this crap. And, I don't know, like it's shocking how many stupid B-budget movies there are. Anyway, I'm gonna wrap this up. Let me talk comments below. Catch you guys later. Take care.